It is a female, no weapons, no injuries, non-violent. Name is Caitlin Ruffle. Female, black, 24 years old, 5'7", medium build, dark skin.
Charlie, I put a TV says 2 white Hondas. Order them.
Uncle from ADP, conference 70-131-21. 131-21, 17K Unit Church, front 5K. City Mills, to ADP. Documented history, male black wearing a black jacket, slippers. Non-violent.
It was black. Couldn't really get a high rate or age or anything. The guy on the street is like a stricken, fully red jacket. Not a male Hispanic.
Black clothing and a male black wearing jeans and burgundy hoodie. Police still talking to 911. You responded.
Where's Casey Neistat's office?
Alright, Rebel Avatars on your 84 location when I get anything further. 17 Lieutenant Red.
Lieutenant Red.
And they're trying to steal 3 single beers and refusing to leave the store.
You 2393.
cleared.
Controller? You ready to kick?
Let's go from EDP conference at 12:04.
I think it's funny. What do you guys think I'll be able to see if I go to Casey Neistat's office? It's kind of a unusual request.
14 Charlie 2, be advised for that 59, the location of that is
For violence. I know weapons. Last 775. 54 cardiac with CPR been administered. 54 cardiac with CPR been administered. Confine 120 at 275 Castleton Avenue. 275 Castleton to Net Haven.
Looks like Channel 4 is almost ready to go.
Apartment 341 on the third floor.
What's up, Kevin? Live stream is choppy. I have no idea why. Maybe my data is going at reduced speeds or something. Thank you. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, it's been a pretty uneventful night. I'm gonna try and put this somewhere. Male who tried to grab a female. That's not right. It's actually pretty wrong. You know, why bother setting this up? I can just put you guys on the camcorder and lift the camcorder off the case here. And then boom. Why didn't I think about this before?
32 St. Lawrence, 123 St. Lawrence to Gleason, Westchester.
That works. I'm hoping this isn't the crazy guy that tried to stab me last time. He's wearing a blazer and camouflage pants. Okay. Alright, let's feed these stupid videos in. Actually, one video I did like is the COVID victim that EMS brought in. That I think is definitely newsworthy.
How's the picture going?
Yeah, I got a mail stop at Autumn and Linden Boulevard. Send me supervisor, please.
Alright, how's the father?
Autumn and Linden Boulevard, they got a mail stopped.
Have fun.
Charlie, so.
Stop Charlie, sir.
I think one of my directors shall be doing another 12 6. So,
Have fun. Location 7 to PC to my phone. Stop, David. I got voicemail on the call back there.
Alright, I think I got my table set up here.
Have fun.
Scott had an eventful day. What did Scott do? I went on Scott's live for about a moment, and then I had to do something else. Every time I see Scott's live, I see those palm trees. I want to visit LA. Ugh. Where's that mouse? There it is. Better be in there. Yep, mouse is in here. Not sure where that ambulance is going. Anyways, I'm going to be able to read your comments on this screen right here. So.
Med service, Item 1. Put on a landline request, 3, 4, and 6 to System West. 3, 4, and 6. It's going to be secure door.
Alright, there we go. I'm seeing you guys on the screen right now. What's up, Fluffy the Fluff?
I was trying to job in your 3, 4, and 7th Avenue. Is that what you're talking about?
Eat 2 cookies. You're back. Missed that pretty face. Thank you. Eat 2 cookies. Thanks for the welcome. Let's feed these videos. You gotta get the SD card from here.
Alright, 10-4.
54287. Have fun. 1037 Happiness. 11 Commercial Garden 550. Brush up.
So, how are you guys handling the whole COVID situation? More ambulances I'm hearing. I have no idea where they're going.
Second 5-1039 harassment. Tab 3908 Bronx Boulevard. 3908 Bronx Boulevard. Apartment 1 boy. Street 4. They have an issue with the
For I think that's a senior care ambulance, so it may or may not be 911. Chances are not. But I heard all kinds of other units these days are helping out now the 911 system. I heard ambulances from all over the country are going to come help out the New York City 911 system. So that should be interesting. Bronx 2 shot.
Charlie still out? Sure, Charlie still out. Sounds good, thank you.
Confined 1 precinct out, Williams Street and 14, Williams Street and 14, 23 line.
Bored playing video games. What kind of video games? See, I like to play, I used to play, I like to play back in the day when I was young, in my 20s, or when I was a teenager. A lot of first-person shooter games. You know, like Call of Duty, Rainbow Six, Rogue Spear. I think I also like some of the action adventure, like Tomb Raider and stuff like that, you know. Street Fighter, not Mortal Kombat, but I think Virtual Fighter, maybe? Yeah. 250 units are in New York City. Do you have a Facebook group? Where were you? Where was I? I was sick in bed for the last week or so. I'm finally back in action. I've heard of Age of Empires and StarCraft and Call of Duty, but I've only played Call of Duty. Actually, Age of Empires sounds kind of familiar. I may have played that, but I think strategy-wise, I preferred, like, say, Warcraft 2, Command and Conquer.
Okay, cancellation for the ADP.
Chivalry, 3-1 for the citation, 3-2 Adam, 48 Eddie, proceed.
Broadway and East Gate. It's going to be handled by transit. Empty was routed. Fire is extinguished. Nothing further.
Alright, fire's extinguished. So, whatever fire that was definitely wasn't a fire. I staying in the Bronx? I'm not in the Bronx. Am I going to the hospital ship tonight? Well, I went there just now, and here's the thing, it's hard to access. It's not much to see. So I left. Daytime might be a better option for the hospital ship. Oh no, so glad you're beat better. Oh, yeah, I am better. Thank you, Tracy, for asking. I should have been on Staten Island for the pursuit NYPD had along with the FBI from a homicide in Connecticut. Was that the cold case thing or something? When did that happen? I ended up volleying to back FD up. It was a disaster. I'm trying to stay away now. Yeah, I hear the volleys are helping out 911, right? Regarding this whole COVID situation. The system is been being stretched thin here, I gotta say.
Blue jeans, black hat, with glasses, loitering. Refuse to leave. Trans just informed me with regards to that transpire right over Broadway and East 8th, Broadway and East 8th. We had the perp fled out of the train station, went topside. He was a male black wearing a gray hoodie, gray sweatpants, black coat. He exited the train station. He set fire to one of the cars.
10-4 Central shows, same singer is going. Do you have a direction?
It's in negative. Okay, let me see if I can get it from transit. Arrive alive and advise 84, thank you. Lieutenant Red.
Why did this perp flee a train station? What's he wanted for?
6 crimes. 10-5 the script, please.
Absolutely. We got male black wearing a gray hoodie, gray sweatpants, black coat.
There's a line he exited.
I'm going to check right now.
Fine, Sergeant. 10-5, what do you want this one?
Stand fire on the trains.
10-4.
What did he say? Something firearm on the train?
Trying to find out where he exited from. Give me one. Lieutenant.
Has there been any damage to the train car?
No damage was done to the body of the car. There was a small, like, paper fire.
Coronavirus, remember to keep a safe distance when feasible, as well as appropriate use of masks, gloves, hand and washing or sanitizer may help protect the body.
Transit lieutenant is marking the job at 91. Just states it was just a homeless male throwing paper.
Have my units got on here, please.
Chapter 4, thank you everybody. 6 Adam, you read?
10-4, 6 Adam, right 98.
Thank you. 6 Prime Sergeant, you read in regard? Yeah, 6 Prime Sergeant. Right. Thank you.
9 Charlie 1.
9 Charlie 1.
There's no 31 location. I'm working 90 L. Thank all the units for the body.
10-4, thank you everybody.
Alright, I guess it's nothing. Forget about it.
905. This is feasible as well as appropriate use of mask, gloves, hair washing, or sanitizer to help prevent contamination.
This one is feasible as well as appropriate of mask, gloves, and hand washing when sanitizing may help prevent contamination.
They activated you guys on Sunday. Now, these are all volleys or specific volleys only?
Radios on 34, radio station WIF 573.
Fire on the train? Yeah, I don't think that's nothing.
In response to incidents of suspected coronaviruses, remember to keep a safe distance when visible.
Do I think the 5G towers have anything to do with this? What's the 5G towers?
Sanitizer may help prevent contamination. Wash your hands, guys.
Take care, Tracy. Gardening sounds fun. I always wanted to learn that. My dad does gardening, though.
Glad to see you.
168.
Fourth Avenue, probably good. 450.
168 Central. From the other side, patrol, Williamsburg Bridge.
Surge, down.
20, same message. Williamsburg Bridge.
Now, which one of y'all
Careful.
3 Frank, 3rd floor.
has went live with us in the Bronx? Because I think we just received an update.
25 David at 2947 West 2 Street.
Yeah, we just received an update. I'm gonna put this video together real quick first.
To keep the safe distance when feasible, as well as appropriate use of masks, gloves, hand sanitizer, hand washing to prevent contamination.
It's nice when you don't have to edit a video.
Wow.
Yeah, Lexi, I have that location coming over again for the test of this person. 308044 Street is coming over as a 1011 audible alarm.
Yes, Central. It's one and the same. I actually set the alarm off. Find the exit.
10-4.
So, if anybody's curious what happened in the Bronx, I'll read it to you. On Wednesday, April 1st, 2020, at approximately 2140 hours, police responded to a 911 call. A person shot opposite of 1561 Sheridan Avenue, confines at a 4-4 precinct. Pursuant to the investigation, officers discovered a 52-year-old victim at Bronx Care Medical Center with a gunshot wound to the torso. The victim was transported to the medical center prior to the police arrival via private means, where he was subsequently pronounced deceased. There are no arrests and the investigation remains ongoing. So we originally thought it was 2 people shot. It does not sound like 2 people are shot, just 1. So.
Two-way portable two.
Which portable's on meal?
Two-way base.
Two-way base.
Two-way portable one's on meal right now. Two-way portable two is just transporting business.
4.
Your path. That's what, 1,598.
All your jobs are canceled. Two cancers.
Check portable to open carrier.
4.
6 Charlie. 91.
Oh, this light is so bright.
Bring Adam. 10-4. Six boy. 10-4.
County out admin in regards.
10-4.
Situation happened on Monday. Yeah, I was probably sick then. It's from a robbery at a jewelry store in Stamford, Connecticut, turned into a homicide. They were followed by FBI. Ended up being chased by NYPD. One is in custody. Sounds like quite a story there. And my last video I got to feed is that Bronx Hospital one, where we actually did get a victim in, EMS and PPE, which is great. What was I doing?
3156 Dark
7 response. Take the call back. Sounds like that job's in the 13th. Looks like it's coming from the men's shelter. Something under 75 directed. 2444 Williams Bridge Road. Central. You're the best.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm thinking they must have came from a nursing home or something, because they were in full gear. Now this is a private ambulance too, citywide ambulance. I'm not as sure if they do. Wait a minute, I can't tell if that's the 911 ambulance or not. Yeah, from what I understand, citywide does only, non-emergency transport. I think they may do emergencies as well, but I'm willing to bet this COVID patient was from a nursing home, which he appeared geriatric as well, so kind of not surprised. They are typically geriatric, the COVID candidates, victims. Somebody's getting excited about something. Show me going over there. Show me show where you going?
206. So please. Give me a time 310. You're welcome.
I'm sure if EMS system overloaded, they would have a MOU with private ambulance providers. MOU? What do you mean MOU? Adam, look into it, man. Give us some feedback. What kind of camera do you use? Look into what and give us feedback. Feedback. What feedback would you like, Block Boy? Block Boy, I use a Panasonic. Were you the one asking about what camera should you get? Like, what do you do? Or tell me about yourself before I dish out advice here.
You can mark 1245 Bronx River, DX. Show me going to my job on Western. Okay. 11 again, by any chance, do you guys have 11 George on scene with you, or do you guys see their truck on scene?
It's indicating on exit front door at Metropolitan OBGYN case.
Be advised, EMS is requesting another RMP to 4176 Green Street. Has told Whitney on the cross, stating that I don't know why they need you guys, but the body of the job says she was dying and Ada has a lot of medical issues.
Can you contact the EMS dispatcher and see why?
I sent them 2 messages. I got no response from them. If you stand by, let me just see if I can get a hold of them, alright?
Yeah, boy, just, we're not going to have any response until they give us a response.
10-4. 42 Berg Auto.
Subject Motel 981. Show me to another 16614. I need you for a cardiac arrest, please. A platform mirror.
I know exact location. Says he wanted in his life. It was the opposite of a restaurant.
All right, sounds like you got a suicidal in Queens.
10-5.
Somewhere rolling in.
10-4.
121 David.
121 David.
Can you say that call back one more time? Tell the victim just acknowledge his silence, please. Step from 57 Victor. Acknowledge 87, 57 Victor.
Check that out. The elusive emergency yellow cab. That looked pretty cool. I wish I caught it sooner for you guys. That was pretty cool.
With Charlie. Charlie. The 95-1, then Sergeant to the back. You show us directed West 133 Street and Amsterdam Avenue. 10-4, thank you, Sergeant. So, 376 362 South 2nd, 10-4. The boy is over the first location. All right, 10-4. 10-4, okay, proceed with the first.
3756, 61st Street, and 4314, 60th Street. Aviation 29 here for my bad. Alright, 10-4.
Respond over to that unconscious EMS is request RP 4176 Blaine Street. They said it's a DOA the location.
Truck 7. 54 Cardiac with C Cabinet Minister Conference 7191722 President Street. 1722 President Monsieur Clan Rochester apartment, basement apartment.
12 first scan.
6-1.
10-4.
Sonic Golden. There's more 5 now.
Right, 10-4. March to the 90, you get 687.
Thank you, Block Boy. Let me go back to the screen here.
75 directed. 13.
Freelance footage out here in Bakersville, California. I use a DSLR. Need something good, low light as a camcorder. Yeah, Block Boy. I use by the way, thank you so much for that donation. By the way, in these hard times. Besides that, definitely feel free to DM me because this requires a more detailed conversation, right? So you can DM me on.
Please arrive alive. Once again, it's 433 Lafayette, 16 Adam. One call in regards. Okay. All right, 10-4, thank you.
Instagram or Facebook on the Loud Labs NYC pages. So that's what I do recommend. I used to use a DSLR as well. So you're definitely not wrong in using a DSLR. I think a lot of people start with DSLRs is because of the price range, right? You can get what Canon T3i or entry level DSLR for under $500, right? And it comes with a kit lens and all that. It's great and all, but you can't really zoom. So you get a telephoto lens, right? You get an 18 to 200 millimeter lens for your DSLR, and now you can zoom, which is great. And that's what I did. But now your f-stop sucks because if you work at night, there's no way you can get f2.8 because you have an 18 to 200 millimeter f3.5. So it's almost like you can never win with a DSLR. So let's say you want to get a f2.8 lens for low light capabilities for your DSLR. Guess what? Now you're either limited to two options. Your 24 to 70 or your 70 to a 200. Why can't I have an f2.8 18 millimeters to 200 millimeters? They don't make that lens. That's why you want a camcorder. So I even got excited about the Sony FS5 for a second.
Negative result on the camera.
Then I realized it was like I was going back to DSLRs. It's just the most annoying thing, and any camera with interchangeable lens. And that's why journalists use camcorders, so we don't have to switch lenses.
I'll give you an update.
What's up, New York Hot Candy? Wait a minute, I think New York Hot Candy is the spammer.
Five 7 Victor, 57 Victor, New York Avenue, Union Press Rate for the anaphylactic. Female 40, 57 Victor. Floyd Adam, you calling? This is Floyd Adam.
3-2 Adam, how are you showing me in your end?
3-2 Adam. I'm showing you. 3-2 Adam, I'm showing you 82 to hospital 45 at this time.
Thank you. I just want to make sure my screen is frozen. Thank you, sir.
By the booth for about a turnstiles, you have any callback?
2-3 Charlie. Upon completion of family dispute for East 107.
Yeah, that's the camera I use, UX90. In fact, I did an unboxing video. I don't know if you saw it.
0543. If you had a tropic juice bar, well, hey.
Oh, it's way too hot in here. Yeah, I'll send you the link. That is the unboxing video I did when I first got that camera.
This only person at 158 Beach 116th Street.
You know if you need a repeat.
What website do you go to? What do you mean, to buy it? To buy it, you just go to like Amazon or whatever. B&H, Best Buy maybe. You might be able to find a good deal, you know?
They confirm the 376 keep address. Actually, if they have any information about...
Anyway, I'm done feeding my videos.
See, first, Donnie said back
I
to
might be looking
376
for some jobs pretty soon.
They say EMS back to 376 Kemp Street. After they had said 362 South 2 Street. So that's all I have at this time.
Number 6.
Well, did you check booth N94?
With this is about the
DF and Q line.
410?
91.
Wow, new guidelines for EMS in New York City show grim reality of COVID-19 crisis. ABC 7 reporting that patients in cardiac arrest should not be transported to hospital
Morning, sir. Welcome aboard.
if they cannot be saved in the field.
Responding?
Tablet 25. Oh, one in ambulance.
This is it. Everyone ready? A worldwide phenomenon. Go north. Find the truth. Is now streaming.
Next, 83 off. Charles going back to 60. PVP, ALS restock.
The NTA again urging commuters to practice safe
Another
social
one.
distancing.
13 other one.
So they're saying social distancing not happening on the subway. You look at this. It's Channel 7, by the way. Looks like they're still packing into those. Oh, look. Where are they going?
Do you think closer to that South 9th Street and 42 ALS for that arrest? Condition 35? Alright, go up in Brooklyn South. Go on Brooklyn South for next South 142 Young ETA. The advisory. Adam, Cook Street, Manhattan Avenue, Graham for minor illness, female 50. 31 Adam.
Cardiac, confined auto, CPAP administer 166 South 9th Street, 166 South 9th between 3 and Roblin, for Frank on the 4th.
What was the outcome of the guy who got arrested? He got arrested. I mean, what other outcome is there? No problem, Block Boy. And like I said, you know, feel free to DM me. Because some of these technical conversations with cameras can get pretty lengthy, you know?
32 Frank, proceed.
So it was me and I had attending a cardiac arrest and detect the heartbeat loading and going. If patient dies en route, then it's a hospital issue.
Did you have an 80 location? Because it was a female in the lobby. Approximately 65 years old. That's all I have. 32 Frank.
Frank, they're saying it's a separate job. The female does fit the description, but they're saying there's also a separate job.
You have the 80? The 80 at your location? 32 Frank.
Number 30 on the 3rd floor.
the application that matches that same description, they're saying that there's another assignment though on South Street.
I'm not sure if it's the same. Okay, 10-4. Two-way young on here. Two-way young. Yeah, two-way young. It's on your screen at this time. It's South 9. It's ready to roll. 7-4-63.
Where did I find this? What do you mean? Oh, Josiah, go to abc7newyork.com. You're gonna see it there.
David, show us secure 1. We're 98 from the surge. Could please show us directed at the East River Bridges. Last unit that was called, last unit. 1 RMA. Six for the place. Oh, on the 3-2 Frank. Disregard 3-2 Frank, disregard. Ten 6 for the voice.
Well, they probably don't want the patient with COVID-19 at the hospital. So I think they're saying if they can't save them in the field, and don't bring them to the hospital. So I'm assuming then the medical examiner would show up to take the body instead and bring it straight to the morgue, as opposed to bringing that body to the hospital.
Like to Dumont Avenue for a medical ambulance show.
Adam 3 cancellation for that ECT confirm for the 45.
221? 221, 1099, detail progress.
Am I all right? Yes, feeling much better. Thanks for asking, Fluffy the Fluff.
Confirm for the 835 Street, 835 Street between Longwood and to the apartment 6, Idaho 6. Say 80 female close mother, female sign violent, trying to fight the father's location.
332, dispatcher 440.
4 cancellation for that EDT confirm for the 48, 615 East 189 is canceled.
Victor, Marcel Victor, are you still 63? Marcel Victor, are you still 63?
Imagine 321.
Hello.
321. EMS gain dash 1090. 10-4, 10-8.
Adam. Adam. One Adam. Is ALS assigned to the job as per text?
What's up, Ricardo? Discharge student. Where are you at in New York City? Manhattan.
Uncle for 10 that's right. First one for 10 35 19 12th Street, 35 19 36 Avenue.
Yeah, Josiah, and it makes sense because most EMS providers are going to be able to do CPR in the field. So I guess, you know, they've got a...
Conference to the 114 and confirm shots fired 3519 12th Street.
Adam on 34, Adam.
Adam 6,000, ADP California 6 serve and still allowing transit by the DF and
937 1099 G-Down Progress EMS on scene.
This is 10, go ahead.
10-4, 3-3-62. Directed 608 West 1.
And what I was saying is...
10-4.
On Violet.
I'm assuming they still have to call telemetry, which, you know, they're...
I say that I hear someone scream and heard a door slam further.
Right in the back, Central.
10-4. Bravo Live 84. Approach tactically utilize cover maintain firearm control.
Yeah, they still gotta call the doctor, you know?
10-4 Adam. Bravo
They gotta
Live.
call telemetry, and then...
On that job, Central, just one.
Just one call.
I've been at cardiac arrest where we've been doing CPR for 20 minutes. Paramedics on the phone with the doctor. Doctor saying, push this drug, push that drug. So they get off the phone, they're trying this drug, they're trying that drug, they're trying all kinds of interventions. They're trying to get a line on the victim. Then they're back on the phone again. Now it's been 40 minutes, we've been doing CPR, and yeah, then the doctor finally calls it.
978 Romsey.
So response 1.
No, that was the New York Post van. That's what that was. I wonder what's the headlines this morning.
The other one is going to be 260 Brook Avenue.
Just the first one, please.
Crimmins Avenue and East 141. Oh, yeah, sure.
I like 10-4. With her brother a few blocks away, a silver Lexus. I think they have Bravo Live as well, okay. Next secure one.
Still in East Tremont.
Long time Scott Lane here. What?
Coming one by one. Ready. Sure, saw the 98
okay.
Hospital 48, headed back to Hospital 95, post arrest, and BBB back at the bus, and BLS restock, and uniform.
No, Apex. Someone asked if the medical examiner just passed by. And I said, no, that was the New York Post van.
Well, we were there earlier. We were the ones that set off the alarm. They want us to come back.
Well, it did say she heard somebody on the roof.
Likely any weapons?
Unlikely, no weapons. You don't think that easy, yeah.
Alright, for the bullet comes with a warning. EDP warning. Arrival as at 184 time distance cover isolated contain. Only folks working on the hospital. South Corner Earth. Someone 25 Taylor Street, White Place, Bedford Avenue. Time looking for a missing elderly female Hispanic. She's 68 years old, medium build, 5 feet 1 inch tall. Her name is Evelyn Flores. She has short hair,
short burgundy hair with gray roof.
Time now 341. 10-4 sector 1. So no further, not Riverton, where's he at? No further than 132, no further than 132. Housing Bays, are you still out? Housing Bays, are you still out, okay? 91, oh, all right, 10-4, job number 1147.
Is there anything visible in his hands and time check on when he was walking up the stairs?
How's everybody put that on that? Any time?
He's walking up the stairs at 3:31:10.
10-4, and be advised, the job did come over at 03:35, and the caller did say they heard it 5 minutes from that. 5 minutes in the past. 10-4.
Thank you, Mandy. Favorite part of the job is no night's the same. And the stories are always interesting. And if you're an adrenaline junkie like me, then, you know, you're always chasing excitement. Least favorite part of the job is sleep.
6:30. Can we get a call back for a
I hate sleep. I like to sleep, but I don't like to sleep. Or I don't like to feel sleepy on the job.
David, oh.
We'll take that.
Apex Sales, I would say crime has been lower since COVID. I definitely agree.
Charlie. Charlie at 2723 Struggle.
That was 2726 West Street.
On Broadway.
Sam 4.
Charlie 2.
Charlie 63 in the bay.
0344, enjoy.
Lawrence Avenue, Lawrence, East Hero. Date of birth 8/16/1951. 150 pounds. Short burgundy hair with gray roots. Last thing wearing a light blue nightgown, brown vest, beige or black sneakers.
Was that you that went on that directive thing? 0259. That's not how you walk it.
Well, as New York City as chaotic as the media portrays it, well, I mean, most of the media are reporting the facts, right? So if they say X amount of people are dying in New York City, that's facts. If they're showing bodies being hauled into refrigerated trailers outside of emergency rooms, those are all facts as well, right? These are pictures that, you know, you are bearing witness to the truth of what's going on here. And there's definitely no doubt about what is really happening here. We just showed you images just now of EMS in full gear,
20 Charlie 1.
Market directed 91.
bringing a COVID-19 patient into the hospital.
West 86 and Broadway.
Time for West 79 to West 86 and Broadway.
It's going to be 2995 Road to the station.
75 directives at 2935 West 3 Street.
It's going to be a sensitive location. That's okay.
384 at that 52. Can I tell the call back?
105, 9112, 117th Street. Now 112, 117th Street.
Yeah, right. I'm about 14 minutes out for the overall.
60 years old.
Got him, 10100, station 43.
Stand by, I didn't recognize you yet. Stand by, please.
Avenue for the unknown, 8 David.
Back on this way, don't say anything.
113 Charlie 2.
Oh wow, you're lucky, Bob.
13 Charlie 2.
No cases. Wow.
Still out? Everything all right?
Hi, Rebecca.
We're good.
10-12. 113 Gabriel.
Has it always been this quiet?
Show me 84 what?
Definitely not.
247.
Maybe on a slow night like a Monday or Tuesday, but you know, I was just driving through Midtown and there's just
113 Gabriel, you still all right?
almost nobody.
Still out.
4. 113 Skywatch.
We're good. Thank you.
Alright, 10-4.
What's that for 925?
10 for 925.
The Island Avenue. River.
Zip it back.
348. Unit speed by ETA is going to be 352, 352 for the bus case, correct?
88 David 1.
91 Central. Can you show me to a different directed in South Oakland Park?
Yeah, full cardiac comfort 102 and 9112,
For the arrest, Old Town Road, and Rachel Street.
9117,
Well, what's the condition for the bus case?
117th Street, 91 Park, 117th Street. Second floor. Turning here for the bus 0352.
Yeah, 075.
Let me know when you're ready, please.
Yeah, 54 cardiac with CPAP Minister, Alpha 122 at 88 Old Town Road. 88 Old Town Road.
How's that, Central?
At 88 Old Town Road. Now I'm gonna get that song in my head.
5 on the air.
What's the condition of the unit at this time?
Difficulty breathing. No fever.
10-4, okay.
Difficulty breathing, no fever.
Let's try to raise them one more time. They might be loud outside.
10-4. THB at 125 and Lex on the air.
Seriously.
Checking over to the dispute coming over at 103 East 125 Park to Lex and Chase ATM, male to lead, no other entry. That's the PEP.
That now to engine 159.
10 for shows and route.
Alright, 10-4, thank you.
East 28th Street and 3rd Avenue. East 23rd Avenue.
916 President, Street Prospect Park West, eastbound. Keep your mind so that you miss it with buddy.
Contact is 13 Street at Uncle Farm Road, East to William Dodan.
No, it's about 15, 20 minutes ago.
Very George.
There is no 511 and I don't see anyone in a wheelchair. Can you do a call back again, please?
For 19 David, Rexburg, Grand Concourse, East 182, 19 David.
10-5 unit. 2-3 Sergeant Hospital.
Utilize universal precautions. I repeat, utilize universal precautions. You're
So far.
St. Mary's on up. Can you work my job 93 Frank, please? 10-4, thank you.
10 Charlie.
See, it's going to be the deli store at the corner. Stand by while I check the call back in.
254.
5. 761 at 2049, Lincoln Avenue.
10-4.
You left that cardiac, they are me.
97 on, thank you. Show me on the pencil, please.
10-4. 4th Ave, abdominal pain from Durant. Well, we don't see anyone though. 4.
10-4, 352.
Please start on directive 91.
Oh, 114 Adam.
Lady 4, you have a complaint, come out, made us.
10-4. Come on.
1918
What's up, Bob Clark?
Disregard, they just changed.
And hello to your sons, Matthew, Micah, Gideon, Joshua, and
3-year-old.
Benaiah. How you doing?
6-1 response.
Can we go to transport the bookings? I'll advise the mileage shortly.
10-4.
We're going to 83 in regards to this job. I'll be 90.
You can't fall asleep now, Mr. Freeze. Well, Bob isn't AFK. What?
On completion 10-11 commercial bird. 386 Broadway, 386 Broadway. White
Alpha cancel the IOCDR.
4 Central, Director 91, shows call.
Stop, David, go ahead.
Charlie, call that one file. Hey, Andrew.
Stand by.
Road number 5, yeah.
75 directed on 90 Street at 27 Avenue.
90 Street of Marquette.
Well, I take pride in my pronunciations.
7 Avenue.
Oh, away from the keyboard, huh?
Got
Oh,
your
man.
mess orders.
News is about to air, and I really don't think I have anything for him. Did send the videos in, though.
27. Finish 27, you're coming in low.
And I'm still hungry.
27X up there at the 27X right.
Let's put this computer away.
Senator Central.
13 Lieutenant K.
We'll be at this location, so it's 282.
10-4.
It is true.
10-4.
Who's being jumped by 10 people?
Alright, checking the guys on the 1010 suspicious and find the 2136. Nate's Avenue, the complaint is in 1 Adam on the 1st. States the boost of mail start and pad location.
Complex is 7
Thereby
Bob
premise
Street,
is
that's above 30
3
above Reed Transit. That's at Glen Avenue 3 Transit.
They're going to hospital 25, and their ETA is about 5 minutes. Yeah, we checked the deli at 2901, that's fine over there.
10-4, K.
2-5 for THC.
91.
Thank you. Just call no further regards, okay?
By the payphone.
How much y'all want to bet McDonald's ain't open right now? The last time I was out, I was kind of disappointed that McDonald's was not open. You know, we got right now is 7-Eleven and Subway maybe.
It is not. Wearing white tennis shoes and shopping cart.
Alright, so far. South, not that 265 next council. 80 was 30, transfer to Bellevue.
Kelly. Friends of Woodsway, 6th Street.
501 guys.
Make full launch. Try to pull back out. Anyone else?
Stand by.
Before I want to make any,
92 Frank. I'm going to be off for the remainder.
before I make any moves, I want to see
6 8th Street Council.
what Channel 4 is up to.
The patient's calling again. They got to the hospital. Hello, Cal?
43 years old, breathing and awake.
South Eddie is still out? David? North David?
91 and 55 on EMS.
Charlie.
Very simple. Alcohol. Create the hospital. 6 minutes. And what's our age? 55-year-old female.
People are playing hacky sacks, but instead of the hacky sack, they're playing it with toilet paper. That's hilarious.
Boy.
One more.
This is what we want here. Yeah, right, Central. No ADP. You can mark it for progress. And show me another resume.
Proceed.
And for EMS 84? Corner of Full Avenue. Yes, 359, dispatcher 443. Many other sector because our boy is a call. 12 Charlie 1. You response self?
Stiletto East 2 AK.
And I could not be more proud of your commitment to serving them. Please remember, stay safe, take care of yourself, your family, and your fellow
You guys hear this, right? Let's see what smart comment the cops.
Many of our members have gotten sick, and we know more will. But also know that we're doing everything possible to keep you informed and healthy. As always, you will lead our city through this. New York is now more than ever need you, and I could not be more proud of your commitment to serving them. Please remember, stay safe, take care of yourself, your family, and your fellow cops.
No smart comments? Damn it. Come on, guys.
2 full boy. 91.
So, as you know, that's
3242.
Chief Terrence Monahan. New York City needs you more than now than ever.
possible to keep you informed and healthy. As always, you will lead our city through this. New York is now more than ever need you, and I could not be more proud of your commitment to serving them. Please remember, stay safe, take care of yourself, your family, and your fellow cops.
Anyway, the last time I
I
heard,
want to take time out to say thank you. Coronavirus is an unprecedented challenge for the NYPD. If you're anxious about it, know that you're not alone in your concerns. Many of our members have gotten sick, and we know more will. But also know that we're doing everything possible to keep you informed and healthy. As always, you will lead our city through this. New York is now more than ever need you, and I could not be more proud of your commitment to serving them. Please remember, stay safe, take care of yourself, your family, and your fellow cops.
okay, no smart comments. No, they're not repeating it per se. It's going over almost every frequency at the same time. That's what's happening. Anyway, the reason why I paused and to listen to it is because every time that message goes over, the cops say something funny in response. Here's one of the responses I heard. They said, 10-4, boss. Roger that, boss, something like that. Another time, and this is most recently, someone said, no unauthorized, which is hilarious. It's almost like they're telling, why would you tell the chief that he's doing an unauthorized transmission? Did you get a Scott's meeting on the 30th? Master, are you a LLN member? By the way, another time someone said, a cop said 10-5. I thought that was hilarious. So.
All right, it's 5 East 176 is a male Hispanic with a mask breaking into a vehicle. He has on a gold and yellow coat, black jeans, walking towards 175 in Prospect. Arrive alive, advise 34. South Charlie. 404.
East 125.
Building.
This is room floor 75474. It doesn't say which building, Kay.
By the way, the former commissioner, James O'Neill, is now the COVID-19 senior advisor. So he's back.
Coronavirus is an unprecedented challenge for the NYPD. If you're anxious about it, know that you're not alone in your concerns. Many of our members have gotten sick, and we know more will. But also know that we're doing everything possible to keep you informed and healthy. As always, you will lead our city through this. New York is now more than ever need you, and I could not be more proud of your commitment to serving them. Please remember, stay safe, take care of yourself, your family, and your fellow cops.
Charlie, give me 1 second, please. You okay? I have another ETA for EMS 0419.
Okay, so you come on to what just of the location? I'm not reading it for.
731. It was still up.
Show me counts.
Child positive. 32, I'll confirm full card. 23, I've already out of the way. 131, 130.
Thank you.
Suffer. 10-4 kill. 159.
Okay.
5 Charlie.
We need to make up our 1099 CPI in progress here.
10-4, 159. 10-4, 2 hours. Still on 70.
877 unit checking the lines. Response item boy. Address given is 801 Franklin Avenue.
April 4th announcement.
Going back to a grocery store at that location.
No, I can't give away anything, folks. What about taking care of the community? Isn't that what they signed up for? Yeah, you know, they take care of everybody, themselves, the fellow cops, the community. That goes without saying, you know. You call 911, they're gonna be there.
7 boy.
I just directed. Show me back.
I show you on the back address. It's 801 Franklin Avenue, St. John's, Demolition Place. Supposed to be in front of the grocery store. Male plaintiff states a male black with 2 other people. Threaten him. 584 if you need additional. Lieutenant copy.
Terrence Monahan? I don't think so, not that I heard. Anyway, I'm gonna get food. By the way, there was a police-involved shooting not last night, but yeah, the night before this one.
You have nothing showing at this time?
The guy thought he had COVID-19 and tried to do a suicide by cop. Turns out I don't think he even had COVID-19.
We're going to take time to decon. We'll call you all back in service. Thank you.
Both transporting 1 male son.
10-4.
Back to the station. Mileage is 507.
5998, we got a pulse back with the patient. We're going to be transporting to LIJ Hospital with the EMS unit 5-4 ready. 91 second.
10-4. 0409.
Bob, how late do I figure out? Not for too much longer. So I might need to use the phone to order McDonald's. Besides, there's nothing else going on right now, so.
6-1.
Scott is running. No, I mean, president of. Well, what if he's just wanting to running for governor? What if he just wants to be the next governor of California? I don't know if you go to the 70th Street McDonald's or the 23rd Street McDonald's. One is 10 blocks north. The other one is about 30 blocks south. Scott watches my stream sometimes. See, I can't do the Scott laugh. I don't know why. Let's go north. They better be open. Otherwise, I will not be a happy camper.
Anybody can just call back, see if there's any weapons. Script of ADT just calling.
Violent, no weapons, no injuries, no female. Date of birth is 2063. Female, black, date of birth. About 105. Maybe I'm directed.
86 Charlie. It's going to be a sick FT, Macron Zone, West 174th Street. 86 Charlie. 03 boy. Going to EDP, East 176 Street, Pastor Gabby. 03 boy. Where is the cardiac arrest?
Show us on 75 Charlie at 150 West 141.
150 West 141.
Oh boy.
What's wrong?
190 Yellow Central at 063.
Down for 0412.
Thank you.
2177 8th Avenue, West 117 and West 118. That's the PDP limit.
I think they're actually open. So I'm gonna grab a bite to eat, folks. Actually, haven't had a burger and fries in a super long time. Keep you guys posted on what else happens. We're also going to be... Are there any other stringers in New York? Yes, they are. Yeah, I'll be keep you guys posted on what else goes on tonight. We have 3 videos that we'll be releasing this morning. And, of course, once we finalize the first episode of Midnight Tour, which is the reality show that we're producing, we will also be releasing that, hopefully by this weekend. So stay tuned for that, folks. Block Boy, that is Alejandro. He works with us.
Charlie 2.
But yeah, thanks again for watching, folks. Anything happens, I'll definitely be going live. Also follow us on Instagram, where we will randomly go live real quick for maybe a minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. So see you guys on the next